Rashad Williams joins us live from the scene of the crash. Rashad?
Well, first I want to show you two white crosses that were painted this morning in the road by the coroner's office, indicating that 2 lives were lost. Again, we know that 2 teenagers died as a result of this crash, and police say this is where the crash ended. Tire marks in the grass indicate the car came straight through this area, barreling right through this barbed wire fence. And earlier today, we noticed investigators were out here for hours, picking up a lot of the pieces of the car and debris. As you can see, there are still pieces of the car out here. They gathered some personal belongings that were inside of the car that were scattered across this area in an attempt to make sense of what happened here.
Rashad Williams is live outside of the well as fans wait to get inside. Rashad, look at the belt.
Well, let me tell you something, Sydney. I am obviously prepared. I brought my own belt. I got my own 316 shirt on. And a lot of fans here are also prepared. The doors open at 6:15. Let's take a look at the line. It's a lot longer than it was earlier. I think everyone here is excited. Hey, the front half of this line, are y'all excited? You know what? Hey, let's make our way down to the other end of the line. Let's see if this side is more excited. Are y'all excited? All right, there you go. You heard it for yourself. But really quick, I ran into Mackenzie here. Mackenzie, you brought your sons to the show. Why is it so important for you to, make these early memories with them?
Well, my parents did the same thing with me. I went to WrestleMania 3, and that impacted me so much as a child, and I can reflect on that. And over 30 years later, I get to do the same thing with my kids.
Wow, and I can feel the impact coming from you. This is the first SmackDown after the Royal Rumble, so let's go ahead and take a look at why this is one of the biggest SmackDowns of the year.
We want to send you out to our Rashad Williams for continuing coverage. Rashad, what else can you tell us?
Well, again, just to reiterate, an Oconee County deputy has been shot. So at 4 o'clock, we were at the entrance to Rock Hill Road. Since then, troopers dispersed and allowed cars to start coming back this way, mainly cars of residents who live in this area. I want to give you a look of what we're seeing right now. We're still a few minutes away from that initial scene on Black Bass Road, but we've got several law enforcement agencies here on scene. We can also see some yellow tape from where we are, but I want to redirect your attention here to the line. So people were let through again in hopes of being able to go home. If you walk down this way, you can see that we've got a line of cars of people who either live in this area or need to pass through on their commute. And I want to get an idea as to how long people have been in line. Sir, can you tell me how long you've been in line?
Probably about a half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yes, sir.
Do you live close to?
I live out in Port Bass, yeah.
Got it. And for you, knowing about what's going on right now, how does that make you feel?
Well, I don't know exactly. I heard one was apprehended. I don't know if that's a true or false story, but my wife is still in there, so I would love to get back in there and take care of her, but we can't.
Got it. And have you been able to speak with your wife?
Yeah, she just texted me, and she thought there was 2, and I thought one was taken care of, and now there might be one more, so real concerned.
Got it. Well, safe travels back once you're able to get through here to reunite with your wife. So at this time, we do know that a suspect is in custody, but we do not know the identity of that suspect. Of course, we'll continue to follow this on air and online. Back to you.
Rashad Williams is live in Simpsonville at Rocky Creek Missionary Baptist Church with a look at why the pastor says this can serve as a lesson and a blessing.
Well, Nigel, allow me to describe it to you. The smell of gasoline is strong here in the parking lot. This is a pool of gasoline that I'm standing in. It leads a trail right to this bus. This is a result of someone coming here Tuesday at 3 a.m. attempting to steal gasoline from the bus that transports children up to 5 days a week. This was all captured on camera. It sits right there in the corner, and the pastor says that he wants people to know that it is okay to ask for help when times are rough.
Send things out to Rashad Williams. He's been in Charleston all day. He joins us live tonight. Rashad, how you looking tonight?
Well, Chris, you mentioned the battery, so now I want to take you on a little story time. We'll do a little walk and talk. We have been out here all day. We've been here since 8 a.m. We have seen a lot. We have experienced a lot. And I think the perfect way to wrap this up is to tell you about what we've experienced just within the last 2 to 3 hours. This entire area around me, I'll get Lauren to show you. We can see it now. We can walk through it, but this was completely covered in water up until about an hour ago. So you're asking me what happened, I'll gladly answer that. This live local breaking news truck, we got stuck in the water because the pumps that are out on the streets, there are 3 pumps, 2 of them stopped working. The pumps are utilized to move the water back out into the ocean. If the pumps don't work, that means the water has nowhere to go. So we were stuck. We pulled up on a speed table to try to get some elevation. We were hoping and praying that the water would recede. All of a sudden, the pumps came back on, the water started to recede, and now we have a way out of here. We thought we were going to be sleeping in this thing tonight, but my point is, it's always great when the city has a plan in place, because it turned out to be extremely helpful that these pumps were here and ready to go. Even though they stopped working for a while, when they came back on, it really made the difference. So I believe the tide has turned and we are experiencing the calm after the storm, because the wind has ceased, the ocean is calm, and this is a completely different scene than what we were seeing, again, just an hour ago. So now we're going to go ahead and send it out to Kara Peters. She's with our sister station in Wilmington, and she has the latest from the North Carolina coast.